Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just got back from the printers. So I have been a little bit busy and I'm gonna do a bit of a reveal of Blender's performance in printing AO resolution with those curve brushes. So let me show you what I've been working on. Okay, where are we? Blender. Okay, Blender. Okay, so in my spare time away from work and a little bit during the day as well, I think since Wednesday I've been working on these brushes and they were all designed around working with the GPU and EEVEE. Originally I was working with them at like 4K resolution. So they were all designed around that. And that was done, I finished them all up yesterday. And there's quite a few that are there. And so what I was trying to do is I was like, oh, okay, this will be awesome. They'll be great to draw with. And then I thought, why not take it a step further and really push the fence line and see how well they hold up at AO resolution. So that's what I've been working on. So these brushes went through 3 iterations already. And yeah, they all pretty much look like this, but there's a couple of gotchas, a couple of little things that are not the best. Like, look how soft that is. That really looks inky, brush strokey. So yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Super cool. It's like so cool. So the gotchas. When you switch these brushes to cycles and they don't look the same. And one of the reasons why I shifted from cycles is because EEVEE can't render, and this is a challenge. So like EEVEE can't render at AO resolution unless you have like a super massive graphics card. The other thing also is that I think like EEVEE has inherited, Blender has inherited the OpenToonz curve problem, and because the development blenders, because this curve system came from OpenToonz can only handle so much vector data, and then there's something in maybe the way that it's written or something where if there's too many curves on screen, it starts to really like, right? So yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. But that said, like we got some pretty detailed stuff. Yeah. You know, like what they say, you go to art school and everybody's like, you know, if everybody had the same box of crayons, everybody will draw a different picture. So basically, this is the box of crayons, right? So my picture is a love heart, right? Look how cool that is. So there's those love hearts. Let's turn these off. So here's a couple of pairs. So basically same pair, right? I just like, look at that, man. That's just freaking crazy, right? Look how detailed that is. I can't wait to check out the print. Anyway, so like, so I've done these quick tests. So this pair here is the scaled down verts on the curves that Blender can do, and this one is the original drawing. Okay, so there's that one. Then there's my money tree with a little money tree and a little flower. Let's take a look at this guy. And like, again, crazy. Like, look at the detail. Like, it's absolutely freaking nuts, right? How crazy is that? Like, I can't do this in Photoshop. I can't do this in Critter. Like, this is just, it's freaking nuts, man. It just blows my mind. Like, seriously, Blender always blows my freaking mind. And then I did this guy here. Just stick these in the viewport. Okay, so yeah, so when I give you this file out, there's all these print resolutions. So after I got back from the printer basically just said to me, you know, like, if you really want to go nuts on the detail, then he's like, you can give us 1200 DPI and our printers will handle it, no problems at all. And that was like, you know, that was like Office Works in Australia. It's like basically a simple printer. So 1200 DPI, I was like, hell yeah. So the next test, I'm going to convert all the brushes over, instead of being on the GPU where EEVEE crashes, and putting it on the CPU, and then yeah, and then Cycles can handle it. So Cycles can handle 8-hour resolution, no problem. Doesn't crash in any way whatsoever. The only thing is the brush strokes haven't been designed for Cycles. So I have to go through every one of those strokes and change every stroke so it has that, you know, and I'll see if I can plus it again and then give it that kind of very realistic brush stroke effect. So at the moment I'm kind of concentrating on inks and just inks because I used to I studied at a comic book school and that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, so everybody will get these files as well, which will be fun. Yeah, and I'll get all the resolutions. But I'm thinking, yeah, the next version will be Cycles. Like there's just no way around it. This is just a quick test that I did, and it's basically it is the same lamp. It's the lamp that's on my desk, and it's so girly. Yeah, it's antique. So basically, all you can do is you can just like select your materials out. Let's say like this. L, and then you can hit P and separate, and then basically without brushes you can apply. If we select this guy and then undo brush, what's a brush we can pick? Maybe this one? I'll pick something that's really obvious. This guy. Hang on. So this one and this guy, and then Control L, and then switch the materials, and so basically the brush switches out, and they're in the same, I guess you could say, brush family. Yeah. Okay. So that aside, let's see how this quickly works, yeah? So let's just select all these guys. This guy here. And next. Okay. Actually, select that and just delete it. So the easiest way to work is work out what you want to draw with first. So say for example, I like this one. So just Shift D, drag it on across. I just delete the vertices, and then I select Draw tool. And here's the cool thing, right? If you turn off your, I can't even remember this, what's it called? yeah, the overlays. So yeah, if you turn your overlays off, you have this beautiful experience. Like, how nuts is this? Oh, and then the other thing is, in here we have our settings for the brush. I'm just going to put my headset on. I think music might be a little bit too loud. Okay. So yeah, so basically you have access to all of these things. I think only first and Q seem to work best in my opinion so far in my testing. When you do this way, sometimes the brushes, they tend to twist while you're drawing with them. I think it was View. Yeah. And then you start a stroke. Yeah, so because the thing is like sometimes when you do, let's see if we can see it. I'll just turn my lock off. No, they're all that way. Isn't it crazy that we're in 3D space, right? It's nuts. Okay, yeah, and then front view, and then I just lock it, and then it's like this infinite canvas you can just draw on, which is awesome. If we scale the max up, then the brush just keeps getting bigger. How cool is that? It's too I mean, but yeah, anyway, infinite canvas. Yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, so that's what I've been working on, but we want to see how it holds up, right? Yeah, like that's what we want to do. We want to see how the paper holds up in AO resolution. So I've been kind of, yeah, I wanted to open this up at the printer, but I said to them no, and so we'll find out. I'm so excited, craziness. I'm gonna take my headset off. It looks so cool. I wish it wasn't blown out. Oh my god. How cool is that? That's so cool, right? Let's see if we can get even closer with the camera. Look at that. I'm looking at somebody's mouth. Alright, so I did a smaller print, and so then that way it's more manageable. But let me step back so you can see how big this is and how well it's held up. Okay, so there's like three pieces of paper. It's crazy, right? Now a little closer. Here we go. Zoom, 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 zoom. We're not even all the way into the camera. Oh man, that's so cool. That is so freaking cool. This is how this is how I feel sometimes when I have to talk to the developers. I'm sure they feel the same way. Alright, that's that one. Here's the money tree. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a bit hard to keep it on camera. Let's see if we can find that flower. I think we're gonna go back this way. Man, that is so freaking cool, right? Seriously, like, how amazing is Blender? It's like so cool. Alright, so this is Adam's classic ball test. This is the pear. Let's get close. It's just not the same when you can't see it in real life, but look how close. Look, I mean, just Blender's amazing how it just gets that detail. And it comes through on the print resolution. So like if we actually like bump it up to 1200 dpi on print, like it will be like freaking incredible. It will be like so cool. Okay, so now Adam the experimentalist is back from the print reveal. Let me just scooch this on over here. Okay. Whew. Man, they are so cool. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this file up on Gumroad, and it will be pretty fun. So I just want you guys to remember that I spent freaking ages on this, okay? And I've still got heaps more to do, and it would be so cool just to see the Blender community just drawing with it and animating with it and just doing motion graphics stuff with it. It would be so cool. So I'm gonna sell it for like $1.55 because I calculated all my hours, and animators don't really get paid that much. So yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so the catch is these, again, they're designed for EEVEE. They do print at AO resolution. There is the curve issue that Blender has adopted from OpenToonz. And then what I'll do is I'll include like all these drawings and everything, so you guys can work through them, and you can print them out yourself, so you can actually do the test yourself, and yeah, and work with it. Yeah, so the drawings, I'll leave the drawings in here and the print resolution. So the next iteration, so what I'll do is everybody that gets this one this time, like at $1.55, you'll get every other version after that. And then once I've done the cycles ones that are updated, the cycles ones, I don't know, sell for like $5. I don't know. It's gonna be a ton of work, like, but I think it's gonna be worth it, because then everybody's gonna be able to like just render on the CPU, and like say for example with this file here, when you render it out, this music is insane. Okay, so yeah, when you render it out, like basically I had to render 3 out at a time, so I had to turn them off. You can see here on this one, like I had to render out this layer completely separate. So, and then I had to compile it, like, so all the separate rendered layers that were just PNGs, I just put them into Critter and then printed them out at AO resolution. So yeah, you could use Blender's compositor. Somebody's gonna say, I'm not a fan, I've been a compositor for 20 years and I don't like it. I hate it, that's the truth. And I think it's a piece of crap and a waste of time. But besides that, this is freaking amazing. Like, this is so cool that Blender can do this. Yeah, so cool. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it. And I just wanted to share that with everybody and what I've been working with, because I received a lot of personal messages about how people are really excited about the work that I'm doing at the moment. And I agree, it is really exciting. Like when you tap into a piece of technology that's been around for a long time, and then maybe somebody knew about it, but they've been kind of keeping it to themselves. But when you discover that and you discover how to use some technology a new way, it's kind of like Christmas, right? Like how can you not be excited about that? So yeah, that's it. That's what I've been working on. And well, that and work as well. So but I'm not allowed to share what I work on, so that's okay. But anyway, I can share this, which is cool. Yeah, and so for anybody that wants to play with it, yeah, go download it. It's awesome. It's pretty. It's super fun. And like at art college, everybody gets the same box of crayons, but everybody draws a different picture and a different way. And because they're nodes, the materials, like the setup is just like it's so flexible. But if you are scared of nodes, like just dialing some stuff around, or eventually I want to have some like a pencil and a charcoal ink and a chalk and maybe a crayon and paint. I'm pretty sure I've actually got some tests that I've done where Blender can get like some really cool watercolor look effects, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they're a work in progress. So a lot more work to be done, and it's not going to happen overnight. It is going to take me a few weeks because all of this is in my spare time, and I have to spend time with my partner as well, my adorable, beautiful girl. So yeah, help us out. Download it. Tell me what you think. If you bump into problems, just go talk to the developers. Go bug them about it and the bugs that you find. Because if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it, and things aren't going to get better. So yeah, okay guys, see you later. Super excited. All right, see ya.